Hi, I'm Dr. Deva Khalsa, and you've come here today to learn why your pet has allergies. Well, you've come to the right place. I've been a holistic veterinary medical doctor for over 30 years. I lecture internationally, and I'm the author of the best-selling Dr. Khalsa's Natural Dog. And I've been specializing in treating allergies with a holistic approach for over 30 years. You know, once upon a time, skin allergies and GI sensitivities like irritable bowel disease were relatively rare. Times have changed, and our dogs and cats are exposed to many more chemicals, toxins, drugs, and vaccines. And all of these can have the effect of confusing the immune system. You see, the immune system is like a computer, and it logs in substances as friends or enemies. An allergic reaction is the body's response to something that's relatively innocent, but the immune system has decided that it's an enemy. The substances that cause allergies can be airborne particles like pollens and weeds and grasses, contacted substances like shrubberies or carpets, foods that you were ingested, and even injectable substances. But we tend to think of the allergen as the problem, like stay away from the grasses or stay away from this particular food. But it's actually the immune system's inappropriate response to the allergen that causes the problem. Let's look for just 1 second at the child who's allergic to peanuts. He has to avoid everything that has a peanut in it. And if he eats something with a tiny speck of a peanut, he can have such a severe allergic reaction it could cause death. Yet his friends all bring peanut butter and jelly sandwiches for lunch and eat Reese's peanut butter cups. They don't have that kind of reaction. So where does the problem lie? In the peanut, which is the allergen, or in the little boy's immune system? Problem actually lies in the little boy's immune system, because it's almost like there's a computer error that causes his immune system to react so violently to the peanut that it threatens his life itself. Common food allergens in dogs include beef, egg, wheat, chicken, corn, grasses, dust, moles, and lots of other things. But I firmly believe that over-vaccinating our dogs and our cats and feeding them the same processed food day after day has increased the incidence of allergies in dogs. Now, why would that be? Well, a typical vaccine broth includes chicken embryos, which is chicken, and eggs, and bovine serum, which is beef. And that's common in a lot of pet foods. In fact, if you go to your veterinarian and your dog is itching and he thinks it's a food allergy, the first thing he's going to do is take you off of foods that have beef and chicken. And that's exactly the reason why. When a dog is vaccinated, a lot of stuff gets into the body and is put into the body all at once. All the vaccine viruses that you paid for, like distemper, parvo, hepatitis, leptospirosis, parainfluenza, sometimes Lyme disease, sometimes rabies vaccine, sometimes bordetella. Your dog gets all these vaccines and the immune system goes a little wild, because the immune system was designed to get approached first within the first line of defense, your mucous membranes, your digestive tract, and fight off the disease that way before it enters the body. And the immune system was never designed to handle simultaneous incursions of multiple viruses and antigens all at the same time. Additionally, all these viruses are incubated or held in a broth that contains this chicken embryo and the bovine serum. Imagine if you were getting attacked by a gang of ruffians outside your house. You sat there with a gun at the ledge of your window ready to shoot. Would you say to yourself, don't shoot the bovine serum and don't shoot the chicken embryo because I'm going to have scrambled eggs for breakfast, chicken for lunch, and steak for dinner? No, the immune system doesn't do that. It logs it up. I was once at a veterinary conference with a specialist in gastroenterology, and I asked him, why are we seeing so much IBD in cats these days? And he said to me, because we're vaccinating them with the exact same thing that we're feeding them. But when this starts to happen, an entire allergic response starts to cascade and get worse and worse. And the sad truth is that your dog or cat doesn't need all the vaccines that he's getting anyway. And you're going to be able to watch a video that I make. Are vaccines really necessary for your dogs and cats, and how often should they get them? And you can learn more about that. But you can get blood titers to check that your dog or cat is immune to these problematic viruses. So vaccines are given much too often, and they're causing allergies. You can learn more about this in my video. So the immune system gets triggered against the common foods, and then continual daily contact with these foods creates an allergy. For example, doctors are often allergic to latex gloves and the talc powder that's inside of them, and that's only because we pop them on all day long. People who don't put on latex gloves with talc powder don't get allergic to it. When we feed our dogs the exact same processed food day after day, we're helping to create allergies, and a varied or rotating diet would result in fewer food allergies. There are many effective holistic treatments that work to eliminate allergies in dogs. Homeopathy works, traditional Chinese herbs work, acupuncture works, and a very special technique called NAET, which stands for Nambudrapad's Allergy Elimination Technique, works to turn the allergic dog or cat into a non-allergic dog or cat. And you'll be able to find that at the very end of the series. I'll talk all about it. Also, recent research in Sweden showed that children who were supplemented early on in age had much fewer allergies than children who weren't supplemented. So starting your puppies early, getting your dog on a complete preventive supplement, minimizing vaccinations, and feeding a rotating diet will all contribute to keeping your dog from suffering from allergies. Well, I'd like you to visit my blog, dogandcatvitamins.com, where there's lots of other information about allergies that you can use to keep your dogs healthy. Thank you. I'm looking forward to seeing you there.